Today I'm going to talk about mental disorders. When you smoke cannabis, it goes into the solution getting you stoned. This is where everything is processed, and there's also the place where you worry. After excessive usage of this drug, it gives you the inability to think properly. So it stops you from processing information. If you can't think, you can't survive. The human brain is wired on its survival. It doesn't think you do this. It is also a physical thing with liquid processes, so if you can't process information properly, the brain panics and you know something went wrong, jeopardizing your survival. So this information can't process properly through the cerebrum, so it's sort of stopped. And this sort of uses your brain power. So the 10% brain power you use is squashed into, let's say, 7% a smaller area of the brain, just like when someone looks. This is their sight. The hearing enhancers greatly enhances the brain's creativity or intelligence. This substitutes lots of the other area of the brain, so you can survive. This is also why a vicious cycle is occurs. This is information trying to process but can't, leaving your brain in a vicious cycle. This is information it needs to process. The human brain also needs to take in information all the time so you can survive. Now this is a problem. If the information can't process into the brain, the information builds up, creating sensations in the brain, pressures of unprocessed information. The personality can't also be processed due to the cerebellum having the inability to process it. So this is also where your empathy is at. This can also give a false reality, not knowing how you feel, or believing anything to make yourself feel better. So this is like when you process information, if it's not processing properly, and your brain's not working properly, these little liquid combinations of represent information. They can form together, making the wrong pieces of information, and giving you delusional beliefs. So this is all run off the memory, and now this is what the problem is. Everything is run off your memory. So basically, like when you first, they say usually the first memory is going to the potty. Now what this is you when you're in that state of mind, when you're a child, you're just taking in information. You're learning everything. You're taking this information, and when there's a when you first use the bottle, you first use it independently. So you use your memory of what you've seen someone else do, to do it independently and create what you're doing, if you know what I mean. So this is why it is your first memory, because it's the first memory you've created in a way. So these voices are backed up memories. Memory also plays a huge part in interpreting everything around you. It's all based on your memory. Everything is based on your memory. If you had no memory, you would be brain dead. You remember everything around you, and it is constantly creates your reality. This is most likely the short-term memory, and this is what gives the anxiety. This huge anxiety. You use your short-term memory the most for conversations, for opinions, everything like that, to process information. The short-term memory, uh, the, this short-term memory that you use every day in every situation you use the most to constantly give out information, talk about information, and these informations collect in the brain like tiny memories, and this is how we learn. Like your emotions draw you into things. Your emotions run you what things you like, your interests, and it creates amazement. Greg, it creates amazement. Uh, yeah, so this is why you have huge anxiety, because the short-term memory is not working, so you can't give off the right impression in situations, and this is a problem. We're very impressionable creatures, so we try when we have conversations, we try and impress other people for learning and basically for creating more of us, for mating, basically. So this is why you need your short-term memory the most, and this is why this stuff is building up in your brain. It's because this is information that needs to be processed the most, and this is what you're wired on. This is what the brain's wired on. So your emotions can't process properly. This can give these sensations, right? Because they're trying to process and they need to process and these sort of collect information so you can learn, so your brains can get bigger, you can evolve, uh, and have more intelligent children. This is how evolution works. So you can't process information properly, and the personality can't be processed. So you could be mimicking these personalities, uh, naturally, like adopting personalities to fit in because you have a pack mentality, and you sort of share the same interests as everyone else, and this is the way we work. You share the same interests and you learn from each other, if you know what I mean, through these interests. So what causes death of the mind? Death of the mind is where uh, yeah, what causes death of the mind? So death of the mind. So if you see something, you might be amazed by like, oh my god, I enjoy that, and you might learn about it, interest in it. So like Xbox, you get enjoyment, you want to play Xbox, you want to learn about it, and this is it. Sort of these chemicals in your brain react with your consciousness, and you're like, oh my god, like that, and you enjoy it. So if this is not happening, this can give you the death of the mind, and this is the problem. You basically lost everything in your life. All this part of the brain you use in your life to make you happy. If you if you see what I mean. So this memory you use, we're talking about when you create the first memory, it's to coordinate what you're doing. So you use this memory to coordinate what you're doing, what you're saying, and everything. So this is why you get the massive anxiety, because you've basically gone a bit retarded in a way. And this information, as I said, needs to process. It needs to process through the brain so you can carry on the nature. And it's not it needs to process. It's the way you're made. You're made to process this information, and this is the problem. If it's blocked up, it's going to build up on the brain, creating sensations. So what the voices? The voices are also memories that you need to process, just like when you hear a song or something. You get songs stuck in your head. It's the same concept. So you get voices in your head, and these are memories that are trying to process as well. And these vicious circles is the same sort of thing. It's the same sort of thing that it's trying to process. And as I said again, so so this process is not happening. So I'll give you an idea of what actually has happened to your brain. So as I was saying, as you can see, this is a picture of the brain. I drew it. I've seen it on the internet. So this is the primal processor. It just processes information, like your predatory, all this sort of stuff. This is a cerebrum that processes all the information, personality, and it processes through here. So this also can give you the false reality thing. Now the false reality is where you constantly take in reality. You constantly process everything around you through your memory, and it is added to by logics, and these informations thing together. And if it's not being processed properly, you can get these funny tastes and funny smells because they're not being processed properly. So it's fucked up your senses because everything's run off your brain. It's messed up your senses. So everything's run off your brain. So, and the same sort of thing can be caused by stress. So what is the definition of mental illness? So the definition of it is there if it needs to happen. So if you're in war, it can cause the same sort of stresses and make you mentally ill in the same sort of way, but without the will make you mentally ill and make you psychotic, so you can survive in that situation. So your mind adapts to these things. Uh, so this is caused by cannabis, and it can be caused by other drugs, the same sort of problem with the brain. So uh, natural mental illnesses. So if any of you seen me, myself, and Irene, uh, it's the same sort of concept. He doesn't deal with his situations in life, and he sort of blocks out his problem, and he can't learn how to deal with it. So your brain takes this in as a threat, and everyone's taking a piss out of them in the film, and it takes it to all the men, uh, and it takes it in the brain because he's not dealing with it consciously, so their subconscious is taking it in, and this causes the same sort of stresses, and this can heighten areas of your brain to take in information, it can make you go nutty, and it can give you split personality to sort of solve this problem. So you learn about it, so you can survive in this world, so you can be an alpha male, and this is what it's sort of all about. Also, alcohol dissolves THC, so if you drink alcohol, it could dissolve this THC and it could release some of these emotions into the brain, giving you delusional beliefs, where the information is sort of some of this information gets processed by the THC and emotions, and they can form together and give you delusional beliefs. What else? Yeah, so natural mental, people that form mentally ill, this can happen, this could be due to the parents smoking cannabis or THC going with baby, and it can also create autism because it enhances the brain, making larger areas of larger parts of the brain. So it can create autisms. What else? Yeah. So all these liquid representations of these information that needs to be processed, they need to be processed. Now this is what the problem is. Then they need to be processed, and this is why they're backing up in your brain and creating pressures because they're building up in your brain. Yeah? They need to be processed. You need this memory in life. You need a memory of things so you know what you're doing and to survive around the other predators, if you know what I mean. And this is what the primal part of the mind is sort of made of. So basically, if you dissolve these THCs off the brain in a safe way, the normal process should resume. Your brain's a physical thing that doesn't change, so it kind of makes you who you are, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so it should be able to process the information properly. So THCs, you should go back to normal. I've heard people have already done this, so it should be sort of a thing that everyone should do. Well, not everyone, someone should be making this to make people sort of not mentally ill anymore. And it's all in the same area of the brain, it's all the same sort of problem. So that's how I've explained mental illness to you, what it is. So I'm going to talk about prediction. So these sort of feelings in your brain can be put across in your brain, and they can make you want to do things, and so your emotions run you for learning so instantly. So you could attack situations. So in a conversation, you got predatory needs and you attack other people, and this is when you're a teenager. You don't attack other people, you attack them with your mind or with your fists or whatever. And this is how you sort of learn how to fight and everything, because you need to learn how to fight because of this other thing. So this is what your mind is wired on, and this is what has happened to you. So this is sort of why you're psychotic, because these positive emotions and that can't be processed, and they're building up in the brain, and they need to be processed, but they can't be processed without the memory, because you need the memory to sort of remember what you're doing to sort of get these positive emotions and learn, so your emotions can run you, if you know what I mean. Or you can look at it in other ways. Uh, the emotions could, yeah, so the emotion, you need your emotions, and this is why you're psychotically depressed, is because this sort of information is blocked out from the cerebellum, blocked out from processing, because there's no positive emotions. Sorry, I got that wrong. There's no positive emotions to process, so you're going to be very sort of psychotically depressed, and there's no empathies or anything like that, because your personality can't be processed. So you are psychotic, and you use these other parts of your brain so you can sort of survive. And because of the pack mentality thing, to fit in to sort of the same interests, where you could be mimicking personalities naturally, and this is what your brain's trying to do, trying to carry on its nature. See what I mean? So, as I was saying, you dissolve the THCs, and uh, it should go back to normal. What else? So, like, when you're growing up, you learn about things. It can cause certain stresses, and these stresses can sort of stop thought processes and enhance other ones. So you learn about them, and this is sort of the natural mental illness, and this can start making you mentally ill and a bit psycho. Um, well, not mentally ill. This is sort of the normal thing, but when you've got proper mental illness, it's a very hard thing. And this is why you get this massive anxiety, because the memory that you use to coordinate what you're saying to give off the right impression can't be processed properly. And this is the cause of the massive anxiety. So if you dissolve the THCs, go to counselling, uh, get the dissolve the right THCs and go to counselling and talk about your problems, you should be fine. Cry it all out and get over it, basically. Yeah. Oh yeah, manifestations. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So this can create manifestations. So like in Fight Club, there's a manifestation of basically a reflection of himself. So he's talking to get this sort of information out, sort of learn about it. And this is also a natural mental illness. But as I was saying, with this mental illness, it's not easy. It's not easy.